Well, if it isn't Isaac, this is a rare treat. What could have possibly forced you to open the companion app?
You know I'd rather do this face to face. AIs are just. Can't trust them.
And I also know the others are already past that and you have no time left. Get a move on. Besides, it's kind of boring when someone ignores you all day.
Sorry, boss. You know you can stop emulating boredom anytime, right? Wait, what do you mean others? Aren't you guys individualized per user?
Oh, never mind. So why did you open the app anyway? Just to argue with me like an estranged married couple?
Yes, babe, I'm definitely here to argue. On a more serious note, I need some help kicking out some customers without making a scene.
Oh, starting to have too many ready customers, are you? Your cafe is finally to the point even the ruffians want to attend?
Definitely not. I mean, well, I guess it does get that way some nights. But they're the easy ones to deal with. Right now, I have some customers who haven't caused any problems per se.
Ah yes, I too enjoy intentionally destroying the establishment I spent so long building from the ground up.
No. It's not like that. These folks, they're oozing bad juju. They come in all the time and they don't really bother anyone, but I just have this feeling they're gonna put some kind of contact paralytic on my tips and then drag me into the back and turn me into coffee grounds for some super-powered people eating masked overlords, you know?
I do love those crazy metaphors. Have you tried Hati? I know he'd never attack anyone, but he might still make some uncomfortable enough to leave.
Hottie isn't going to do anything unless I tell him to. You know that. Dog's a trained soldier, but he's lazier than a bag of rocks until you get him going. Besides, he hasn't caught on yet. He seems to love these guys. That's what's weirding me out even more. Yeah, I think they know I'm starting to worry too. They were eyeballing me last time I stopped at their table.
Oh? Well, color me curious and consider my interest piqued. Would you mind telling me about them? Maybe we can think of something after I know a bit more.
Fine, give me a second to run to the back. I suppose I'll start with my most frequent customer, Elise. Self-made woman for sure. She runs some company. She's a bit of a looker too. Carries herself well and avoids the drama. She comes almost every day for sweets and coffee. We talk, but it's not normal banter like with my other customers. It's always a bit awkward and kind of stilted. Even though I'm asking to kick her out, there's a part of me that wants to keep talking to her though. Hell, that's about where I'm at on the others too, but you know, masked overlords and stuff.
Sometimes choosing which instincts to listen to can change the world. But anyway, what of the others?
Next, we have the kid who usually finds a quiet part of the cafe to read his books in. Sometimes he heads to the internet cafe in the back too. I think his name's Atlas. I honestly wouldn't have remembered, but the first time he saw me, his whole demeanor changed. Smartass walked right up to me and asked if I would please not bother him too much as he isn't that sociable. He even called me Gramps. We're the same age. Probably should have sent him on his way right then.
If we did everything we could have done, life would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? But since you can't, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, don't remind me. After that, we have Revy. Really pretty. It's about all I got. She doesn't say much, but she does have these fans who follow her in. Would be great if I could, not have her come in, but keep all of the fans. Business and such, you know?
Right. Let me just tell Metropolis you want their support, but ask Superman to stay home. Go on.
And finally, we got the oddly dressed, over-the-top street magician who uses my tables to build decks and decks and decks of various card games. You know, I think we almost had a full conversation once. Real breakthrough for him.
Oh?
Yeah, he wanted to teach me this new game he was playing. He didn't seem to be feeling too well that day, but I decided to take a seat anyways. Honestly, don't remember what the game was called. I don't really want to, because when I tell you looking at those cards made me feel like death was approaching, I'm not lying. Like, you're an AI, so you probably never get that feeling of dread in your stomach, though. Needless to say, I excused myself and haven't spoken to him since. That's all of them, I think.
So to summarize, these people bring tons of money to your establishment, and you want to know how to kick them out instead of getting over your heebie-jeebies?
If you could, please.
If I could that easily, you wouldn't be avoiding me like your high school sweetheart's father the night of prom, now would you?
So, you're not gonna help?
I think the real question is, are you going to help yourself? I can only keep you from hitting rock bottom for so long if you keep letting your past sabotage every aspect of your life.
You know, the more this conversation goes on, the more you're starting to give me those people-eating overlord vibes.
Not as if I didn't know why he called. Outwardly the most put together and yet probably the most fragile. At least you created a place for you to all meet one more time. No matter how fragile, you'll need these bonds before it all falls apart. And with that, you have met the final survivor. The starting line is just around the corner.
I know it's a horror campaign, but aren't you being a little dramatic in these skits? Also, where's our Digimon?
You're what? And am I? I think I'm being tame for what's going to happen to all of you.
Guys, I'm sure he's overselling it. At least I hope he is. And our Digimon. This is a horror Digimon campaign. Where are our Digimon?
Oh, your Digimon. Yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere, sometime, someplace doing something. Hard to say, really. Do you even have Digimon?
Yes, we have Digimon. I mean, maybe not yet, but we will at some point.
Well, if you're so insistent, then maybe you will. But the when, where, and why? Well, I suppose everyone will just have to like and subscribe to find that out.
Before we go, isn't this supposed to start soon?
Very soon indeed. April 2nd on Twitch, to be exact. Anyway, everyone, survive, and I'll see you next time.